Mia, Gordon was married when he found you. When he found you on the pole. And you want to question somebody else's marriage? Robin, you let her? Oh. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I wanted to bring you a review for Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10, episode 9. First of all, I wanted to say, I know my backdrop is a little bit different, so forgive me for the change tonight. And also, I just wanted to be clear that I'm going to be simply touching on things that stuck out to me, not doing a full recap and just the most interesting things about this show, okay? So go ahead and hit the like button for me. It's not only a free way to support my channel, but it also is a way to get my content out to other viewers just like you. Because when you like my content, YouTube shoots me out in the algorithm and I get new exposure. So let's go ahead and get right on into this episode. We have a scene where Mia and Gordon invite Robin and Juan to a culinary class. I like this little pink denim one-piece getup that Robin had on. So anyway, Juan is making a call and he's asking somebody to get in touch with him about a job. Robin asks, well, what did Coach say about Wes? And Juan just replies, just talking to Wes. Y'all, when I first saw this earlier today, I think I laughed for about 3 minutes straight. I don't know why it made me laugh so hard that he responded to her in that way, but we know that Juan doesn't even have time for simple banter with Robin. He just doesn't have her to do at all, and I don't know, I just thought that was so funny. So the couples are making a creamy, scampi pasta, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that pasta at the end, I was like, damn, that looks good. We learned that Robin has partnered with a company called Glow 30, and she mentioned Juan losing his job in the same breath. She said it's important to diversify your portfolio. So instead of getting your man a job, now you got to be the one working 2 or 3. What happened to the satin line caps that you were selling, Robin? Remember when Giselle was talking about embezzle?
Because you wanted me to
Embezzle? What happened to the hats? Why do you gotta have 2 and 3 jobs? Why Juan can't go down to the Staples and get a job? I don't care what kind of job it is. That nigga needs a job. Instead, he's walking around like Tommy from Martin, boldly. And you're allowing that. And y'all got 2 kids. You know how men always want to jump up to talk about how the women of today are so masculine, but they never talk about how much it's really them defeminizing you? Is he taking you out of your femininity, Robin? Is that what is going on here? So Mia's nosy ass is asking Juan about whether or not he left the credit card on the table for the young lady. Juan is telling her, well, you read the blogs, you read the story, so why are you asking me? When I tell you Robin looked absolutely mortified, then Juan goes into this whole story about how she's from Canada and she couldn't get the money transferred and, you know, somebody took her stuff in the casino. Juan, I'm surprised you let Mia get that far in the questioning. What is going on with Juan? I mean, Robin is spineless, so of course she's going to let anything happen. She is never going to stick up for herself unless it's Candiace or Wendy saying something to her. The light-skinned women can read her all day. Shout out to Josiah's World, Scotty by Nature, and Terrence. Josiah held a live the other day talking about pretty much like the problems with Potomac, and Scotty made a really good point. Like, the light-skinned women can read you all day, question your men in front of your face even, and that's not a problem. You just stand there looking stupid. That is just so interesting yet so predictable to me. I would have had to ask Mia, What about when your husband picked you up off the pole? Can we talk about that scandal? What happened with that? What strip club was it that he found you? Why is it that you still went after this man knowing that he was married? What about that scandal? You feel like because enough time has passed, we don't have to talk about it? See, y'all don't be reading these girls enough for me. That is the problem. That Mia, thought ass Mia, could have the gall, the audacity to question anybody's marriage. Do you know the way I would have lit her up? Are y'all joking me right now? Juan, I'm especially disappointed in you. I expected you to get her ass together, like, mind your effing business. At the very least. Major disappointment. Major. All right, so we have this scene with Wendy and her mama. This scene cracked me up. I live for Wendy's mom. So Wendy mentions NECA, and she is explaining how NECA brought up this talk of the shrine and craft allegations and things like that. Wendy was mentioning that Miss Susan, is it Miss Susan or Miss Sharon? I think it's Miss Susan, that she called Lebe. The mom is explaining, yes, I did call Lebe because Lebe is kind of like a daughter to me because her other daughter, Wendy's sister, was very close to Lebe at some point. Right? She says she doesn't even know who NECA is. And the only thing that she knows about shrines is the St. Jude shrine down in downtown Baltimore. I said, now check that. And Wendy's like, what are you going to do when you see her? And the mom is like, if I see her, I'm going to pray for her. Wendy's like, don't say that now, child, because, they'll take that and run with it. But it was a very cute scene. I just enjoy seeing people's moms and their interactions and dynamics with their mothers. Wendy's mother is good for TV, and I would like to see more of her. All right, so we have Giselle in this next scene. Giselle is driving Grace to self-defense classes. Giselle mentions that Grace is leaving soon, child. Grace was like, I'm packed, my bags are ready to go. And Giselle was like trying to clutch her pearls and act all flabbergasted. But Miss Grace was like, it's time. You hear that, Giselle? She's sick of you and she can't wait to get on somewhere, to go to college, to get away from you, Giselle. Because if you're insufferable on my TV, I would imagine that you are absolutely insufferable at home. And we've already learned from the girls that you're only nice when there's a man around. Remember back in whatever season that was? I don't remember if it was like 3 or 4, 2 or 3. When the twins said, oh, we like when Sherman's around because you're nicer. Did y'all clock that? I never forgot about that. So I can just imagine like the hell that you're causing in the house with those girls. Anyway, they take a self-defense class. Shout out to Grace. Grace is such a pretty girl, by the way. She's gorgeous. All right, so in this next scene, we have Candiace going to meet up with Nneka. And Candy wants Nneka and Wendy to work things out. She says that the possibility of a friendship with Nneka actually depends on that. So I'm like, okay, it's cool to see Candy Girl standing on business a little bit. Shout out to the little internet lingo. Me and my friend be making fun of it. We're like, oh, child, it's standing on business today. You know what I mean? But yeah, Candy is she's still trying to connect with Nneka, but also have her friends back. And I can't say that I'm mad at that, even though I just wouldn't be going to have dinner with my friend's ops. But I understand that this is a show, and this is kind of how things work on a show. Next up, we have Karen's event. This is an event to support victims of the R word and SA. Mia is very triggered even before she gets there. Now, at some point during the event, there's a young lady who starts playing a song on the guitar. Mia walks away to go to the bathroom. She starts crying. Ashley goes to check on her. Then Mia gets into this story about how she was R-worded by Jacqueline's ex-boyfriend, and she was so upset with Jacqueline because Jacqueline left her there. But in reality, Jacqueline had no idea what was going on. She didn't know that her ex would do that. And Mia said that she's been blaming Jackie for it ever since. And she's mean to her, and she takes things out on her all these years later because of it. And I really just think that is so effed up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that Mia is necessarily more mad at Jackie than she is with the dude. It's possible that she is. But it seems like she's really blaming her for this occurrence. And it's not fair. It's not logical. It's just not right. It just further cements the idea that Mia is an absolute dummy. And she's a terrible friend. And do I think it's okay that somebody got R-worded or essayed? Absolutely not. But you have all of this misplaced anger for your friend. For what reason? You're treating her like absolute garbage, like crumpled up homework because of what this man did to you. I wouldn't be able to have a friend like Mia. I would just be like, I'm done with you. There's nothing for us here. You know, but they've known each other since they were 15. I'm sure it's a bit of a codependent dynamic is what it seems to be to me. But I would have to shut that down if I was Jacqueline. You're not going to blame me for something that I didn't know about. Something that I personally did not do to you. You acting like Jacqueline set you up, Mia. You just sound so stupid all the time. I mean, of course I feel bad that that happened to her, but she still sounds stupid. I love that when Giselle pulled the founder of PAVE aside to ask her about advice concerning her girls, that the woman went on to say that, you know, women are taught and socialized to be people pleasers. And we're also taught to go against our gut and go against our intuition. And I feel like there are so many occurrences that we would have like that as women. It's so important to highlight what your gut feels like, right? Your gut can literally feel like your gut turning and saying no. Your gut is also like when somebody invites you somewhere and your first mind is no. That's your gut too. Those hesitations that we get when something is going on and we're like, that's your gut as well. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the times we are coerced out of trusting ourselves. And it's such a great lesson to teach and to instill in young girls and women very early on so that they're not having to make up for it later in their life. But anyway, that was the episode, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Go ahead and hit the like button for me on your way out, and I will see y'all for the next one. Peace.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it.